Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how you got into this wacky business, Melissa.
Well, my name is Melissa VanFleet. I am from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, the Lehigh Valley area of Pennsylvania, and I am currently in New York City. I lived in Nashville for 4 years and did the whole music scene there, and got out of there alive, which is good.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll get
more.
there. But yeah, and I've just I was raised with an appreciation for all kinds of music, and I always knew, I was actually a dancer since I was 2, and I thought that would be my way for a while, but then once I started songwriting and singing, I knew that was where I wanted to be. So
now let me ask you, was anybody in your family a musician, or your parents have anything to do with music?
Well, everybody loves music a lot, and I think that is probably more important to how I got into it, even more so than having musicians in the family. But my dad's side has, he was a great trombonist, and
really?
Yeah, my aunt, played piano and everything like that. So. But like I said, that love for music, it was always there, and it was always surrounding me.
Now let me ask you this: if you say it started early, one of the little video lessons that we've talked about. Melissa here is a big fan of one of our earliest adopters here on the side. I think you might have been, RMB member number 2. I think I was number 1. Somebody had to set the site up, and you were always you're very enthusiastic. You seem like you have this wonderful capacity to learn and an enthusiasm for it. You've no doubt seen the little bit about Dream It, Do It,
yes.
and there's lots of dreamers out in the world, as there should be. But the doing is really the tough part. When did Melissa VanFleet start thinking that, okay, I love music and I think this is fun and I'm inspired by it? When did you make the crazy freaking decision to actually try to pursue this as a career?
It was probably my senior year of high school, because around that time is, when everybody was talking about college and what, where they wanted to go, and I was like, oh my gosh, I applied to a bunch of different schools, 4-year schools, and got into most of them, but I just went the total different direction, and I did a demo CD during my senior year of high school, and that is actually what ultimately got me down to Nashville. So it's funny how that works. But I did go to a 2-year school. I got an associate's degree from community college.
What were you studying, just out of curiosity?
Journalism, actually, because it was writing. I was like, yeah, it has some correlation with songwriting, even though it probably has none at all. But
well, given your penchant for good writing and your journalism background, maybe if it doesn't work out, you could be my scriptwriter. Clearly, I could use some help here for sure. Now let me ask you this: your dad was a trombonist. Who taught you how to play piano?
I actually taught myself. When I was little, I played around with it, of course, but I think it was 2007, the end of 2007, I used to lock myself in my basement until I felt like I was making some sort of progress. I can read music, but I do most of it by chords and then just by ear, fill in the rest.
You see, I'm not a musician, but you seem like a wonderful piano player. And it's funny. Now, it's an interesting story. I talked about yesterday, or not yesterday, one day, in my efforts to kind of be a little bit of the professor of the music business. We talked about some of the things that I think are important for young artists and people that are particularly on the business side to get involved with. And one of them was this whole idea of networking, right? And when you first started putting videos online, you put lots of covers, right, like other folks, right? And the reason you did that was? Yeah,
it was pretty much because at that time, that's where all the views were going, because people, would type in Adele Set Fire to the Rain, and then, the chance of your video showing up is, a lot better. So
tell everybody, for the folks that are Incubus fans that know me and my day gig and know Melissa a little bit, they'll know. But for the folks that don't know anything about us or you, or maybe just stumbled on it, tell them how we actually met.
Yeah, it was actually through the sheet music cover contest of Promises, Promises. I've been an Incubus fan since Fungus Among Us, so I followed all of that, and I got an email saying that there was a contest, and like I said, I don't really read sheet music until I really study it, so I studied for about 4 hours and figured out the whole song, and in 5 minutes did a really quick video, and that is how I think I was one of the first people here to.